believe that's Blind Betty right there. I call her Blind Betty because she's blind in her left eye. I don't know if you can see it or not. But her left eye is white from being blind. She's eating that fresh coconut I just put out there. Yeah. I joined some squirrel group on Facebook earlier, and this one girl just kept telling everybody, don't use coconut oil. Don't use coconut. I'm like, oh my gosh. I cannot tell you how many squirrels I've saved with coconut oil. I mean, it has to be it has to be organic, extra virgin coconut oil. It has to be the pure stuff. You can't get the stuff to fry your foods with. But I had one girl show up 6 years ago. I call her Patches, and she had like these tumor things all over now. And I've been educated since, and I'm pretty sure it was probably squirrel pox. These big lumps all over. And I fed her coconut oil with some sunflower butter, unsweetened sunflower butter, mixed it like a peanut butter pie. And I gave that to her every day, and she got rid of those big tumor-like things all over her body. And she's still around. She's in the backyard thriving 6 years later. And I've raised 3 squirrels from babies. And you're supposed to give them half organic whole milk and half organic whipping cream. You warm it up and you put just a few drops of 2 to 4 drops of extra virgin coconut oil in it. And I did that with Frankie this time also. And you know, he wouldn't eat it unless it had the coconut in it. And studies have shown that the coconut oil has that heavy fat that the babies need, that they're missing from their mother's milk. So coconut oil it's so good. It's anti-parasitic, antifungal, antibacterial, and antiviral. You open a jar and it's good for 2 years because that stuff is so good. And this is probably too much information, but it's really good lube for couples. Women, I've heard women use it and they rave about it. I knew one woman, she carried it in her purse. She says, Irene, you told me about that. She says, that stuff is just so awesome. She says, I carry it in my purse. So, yeah, I commented on this group, and of course, they removed the entire thread. And I showed them pictures. I showed them pictures of Patches with these great big lumps all over, and then a picture of a currant from a month ago. And they removed it all. I'm like, wow. But this one girl kept going on there, and she was just, don't give it to them. They're going to get diarrhea. I've never seen that happen. I mean, it must be that they're not educated and they're not using the organic extra virgin, the pure white stuff. In fact, I get it in a jar because I don't want plastic leaching into the oil. My squirrels get really good diets. Of course, they got some corn out there today. Dennis wanted to treat them with some corn. They haven't had corn in ages. There's a piece of corn in there that we just got today. It's so cold, and we're trying to give them as much as possible. I've got a mix in there. I mixed unsalted roasted peanuts and with pecans, pistachios. They've been getting macadamia nuts. In the winter, they need that high fat diet because that's what they're living on is their fat. Now, I wouldn't do this in the summertime. Summertime, they eat from the trees because we've got oak trees all on the property. They eat pretty good on their own through the summer. They still get their treats. Um, but yeah, being on that group just reminded me of why I don't go on Facebook groups. So I come out here and there was little blind Betty eating on the fresh coconut that I just put down there. The precious babies. That's it. See you later, everybody. Love ya.